Hello students, welcome back to the maths class. Today we will continue here with the next part of the chapter, that is decimals. So first let us understand what is decimal and what are decimal numbers. Okay, decimal in the sense you always understand a small dot that you use between the numbers to put some. Okay, you understand a small dot, any point, but it is not like that, children. It has some concept in the maths here. Let us understand here. Fractions which has denominator 10, 100, 1000, etc. are called decimal fractions. A decimal number is a number with a decimal point. Okay. So here children we have learned the place values. Okay. You have learned the place value from 1s till thousands, lakhs, 10 lakhs, crores and 10 crores. Even the international system also you have learned. Okay. But now beyond that, now we have decimal place values also to learn. That is, we have to, that it is between after ones. Okay, it is not before, it is after ones. You can see here the place value given to you here: ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000. Now after that you have tens, TENTHS. So just make the difference between the both. This is tens and this is tenth. Next you have hundredth and next you have thousandth. Okay, so tenth represent 1 upon 10. The value of the number becomes 1 upon 10. Then hundreds, the value becomes 1 upon 100. And similarly, thousand, the value of the number we get here is 1 upon 1000. So this number you can see the fractions which has denominator as 10, hundreds and thousands are called decimal fractions. So we are going to learn about this in the next part of the chapter. Now multiplication of decimal numbers. If we have to multiply the whole number with a decimal number, then we multiply them as a normal numbers, that we multiply the whole numbers, but the decimal place will remain the same as it was in the original decimal number. For example, you can see here 35 into 3.45. First you multiply as a whole numbers you multiply, you get your answer as 12075. Now what you have to do next? Count the number of decimal places. How many you have in the question? In the question you have 2 decimal places. Now from the backwards count 2 places, 1, 2. Put a decimal point here. You will get here your answer here as 120.75 as your answer here. So just multiply, count the number of decimal places, put the decimal point from the back and you come to your answer. Now multiplication of a decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000 here. If we have to multiply a decimal number by 10, then we will transfer the decimal point to the right by 1 place, and if we are multiplying it by the 100, then we move 2 places to the right. So when you are multiplying by 10, you have to move 1 place, by 100 we move 2 places. And suppose we have next is here multiplication by 1000, then children we move the decimal point to the right by 3 places. You can see when 1000 is there, so after decimal point count 3 places and place a decimal point. So let us go further what we have here. Now to multiply a decimal number with another decimal number, we have to multiply them as normally we multiply the whole numbers. Put the decimal at such a place so that the number of the decimal place in the product is equal to the sum of the decimal places in the given decimal number. For example, children, you can see I have given here 3.77 multiplied by 2.8. Now what you are asked to do here? First multiply 377 into 28. Suppose you multiply 377 into 28, you are going to get finally your answer here as 10556. Now after coming to the answer, what you have to do? Count the number of decimal places in both multiplier and multiplicand. So you have 1, 2 and 3. 3 places are there. Total, you have to count total, not only in one, both the number decimal places you count. So 3 places from the back, 1, 2 and 3. Place a decimal. You get your answer here as 10.556 as your answer here. Let us see what we have next. Now we have division of decimal numbers also, children. If we have to divide the whole number with a decimal number, then we will divide them as a whole number, but the decimal place will remain the same as it was in the original decimal number. How we had done it for the multiplication. So whenever you divide the decimals also, the decimal place will not change here, it will be as it is. As you cross the decimal point, place the decimal point in the quotient. Okay. For example, here you can see a 12.96 divided by 4, which I am going to get here as 3.24. Let us see what we have next here. If we have to divide a decimal number by 10, then we will transfer the decimal point to the left by 1 places. Similarly, if we are dividing by 100, by left we will move 2 places, and similarly if we are going to divide by 1000, we will move 3 places to the left of the decimal number. Okay, so let us see what we do have next here. Now we have here the division of a decimal number with a decimal number. As I told you, children, in multiplication we used to multiply the numbers and count the total number of decimal places and place it from the back side. Here, to divide a decimal number with another decimal number, first we have to convert the denominators as the whole number by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by 10, 100, etc. Now children, how you will decide whether to use 10, 100, 1000 or what? Now according to the decimal number you are given, for example here it is given to you as 83.48. Now what you have to do, you have to remove this decimal point by placing 10, 100, 1000 in its opposite side. If it is in numerator, place that many numbers, that is, suppose here 2 places. So I have to add 2 zeros, that means I am thinking about 100 here. So you have to place 100 in the denominator. Similarly, the other number here I have in the denominator is 2.4. That means I have to use 10 here. So 10 I am going to place in the numerator. You can go with the same number also, and you can go according to the decimal numbers also, that is up to your own choice. Then you can just multiply, cut the numbers and get your answers here. Okay. Now let us use this concept here in the next textual exercise. The first question we have here is, which is greater here? 0.5 or 0.05. Now we have learned, children, the comparison of place values here. You have here 0.5 and 0.05. Always first look towards the whole number part, that is 0. If both are equal, then now move to the decimal part here, that is first place, in the 10th place I have 5 and here in the 10th place I have 0. Obviously that means this number is greater. You can see 0.5 greater than 0.05 here. The next one here, 0.7 or 0.5. The whole number part is same here. We will move to the decimal part here. 7, at the 10th place I have 7 and here I have 5. That means 0.7 here is greater than 0.5 here. The third one we have 7 or 0.7. 7 here, 7 do not have any decimal part, that is 7.0, and we have another as 0.7. In the whole number part, I have a number here as 7 and here I have 0. That means 7 is greater than 0.7. The next we have, children, here 1.37 or 1.49. So among the two, you can see here both the whole number part is same. So we will move on to the decimal part. The first, at the 10th place I have 3 and here in the 10th place I have 4. That means here 4 is greater. That means 1.49 greater than 1.37. So we have to compare which is greater, smaller on the basis of its place value. Now express as rupees using decimals. Okay, now we have to express the rupees and we have to convert the paisa given here and rupees given into decimal. The first one we have 7 paise. We know children 100 paisa makes 1 rupee. Okay, so 7 upon 100 you get. Now after putting 7 upon 100 you have to place that many zeros in the decimal point, that is 7. So after 2 places from the back we have to put a decimal point. So 7, we don't have another place, so we keep it as 0 and then we have a decimal point, and again the whole number part we get here as 0 because we don't have here any whole number part. So what I am going to get here, rupees 0.07 as my answer here. Similarly here, the next one we have here is 7 rupees 7 paisa. Now children, we have to convert into rupees only, so we will not touch the rupees part over here. So only we will convert 7 paisa here. So 7 rupees, so we will have here as 7 rupees 7 plus 7 upon 100. We get here as rupees 7 plus, as we have converted already over here, 0.07. Now when you add both, you will get your answer here as rupees 7.07 as your answer here. So you can convert the rupees paisa also on the using decimals. Express 5 centimeter in meters and kilometers. Okay, the 5 centimeter we have to convert into meter. Okay, how many centimeters become 1 meter children? 100 centimeter equal to 1 meter. Okay, so 5 upon 100 we get here as 0.05 meter. After 2 places I have to put a decimal point. So from the back 5, there was no second number, so I have to take it as 0, putting a decimal, and the whole number part again I get 0. Also I have to convert it into kilometer children. So you know that 100 and kilometer. Okay, centimeter if you want, I can 1000 centimeter equal to 1 kilometer here. Okay, so now 5 upon 1000 children you get here as 0.005 kilometer. Now we have to express the in kg also. We are given here the question here as 3470 grams and 4 kg 8 grams. Both we have to convert into kg using decimal. So 1000 grams is equal to 1 kg. So 3470 divided by 1000 children. After 3 places I have to place a decimal point. So 1, 2 and 3. So between 3 and 4 I will get 3.470 kg as my answer here. Similarly, the next one here, we have 4 kg and 8 grams. 4 kg we are not going to touch, it will be as it is. 4 plus 8 upon 1000, because 1000 grams makes 1 kg. So adding now 4 plus, putting the decimal here, after 3 places, so I will get 0.008, and finally my answer I am going to get here 4.008 kg. Okay, so let us see what will be next. Now write the decimal in the expanded form. It's very easy children, you have already learned in the lower classes also, but let us do it once again here. 20.03. Here 20 in 20 you have 2 at tens place, so 2 into 10 plus 0 ones, so 0 into 1 plus 0 is at the tens place, so 0 into 1 upon 10, or you can write 0 by 10 also, plus 3 is at the hundreds place, so 3 into 1 upon 100. This is the expanded form of the given decimal number. Similarly here 2.02, 2 into 1 plus 0 upon 10 plus 2 by 100, we get here as our expanded form. The next we have here is 200.03, where 2 is at the hundreds place. So, 2 into 100, 0 into 10 plus 0 into 1 plus 0 upon 10 or 0 into 1 upon 10, 1 in the same thing, and 3 at the hundreds place. So, 3 by 100 is the expanded form of the given decimal number. One more, 2.034. So, 2 is at the ones place. So, 2 into 1 plus 0 by 10 plus 3 by 100 plus 4 by 1000 is the expanded form of the given decimal number. Now, we have to write the place value of 2 in the following decimal number. You can see the question given to us as 2.56. Children, 2 here is at which place? It is at ones place. So, 2 ones. Similarly, here 21.37, 2 is at the tens place. Then the third one, 10.25, where 2 is at the tens place. So, 2 tens, the place value. In the next one we have here 9.42, where 2 is at the hundreds place. So, the place value we have here is 2 hundreds. Now, next question we have, how much less is 28 kilometer than 42.6 kilometer? Okay, so here how much is less? So, it is, indirectly it is giving us hint that we have to subtract here. Okay, if I subtract the smaller number from the bigger number, that is 42.6 kilometer minus 28 kilometer, children, when you subtract, you are going to get 14.6 kilometer as the answer. Hence, you can say 28 kilometer is 14.6 kilometer less than 42.6 kilometer. So, children, with this we end this session here. Hope you understood the solution of the decimal numbers. Study well, and I will see you in the next lecture. Bye bye.